Please make sure that you'll be ready by 1 p.m. Ano po? And there will only be 4 problems for the your final exam. Okay. At this point, we'll be having a review so that you'll be able to somehow be able to relate everything that we have discussed in a certain problem. And we will be using the book of Sullivan for our review. Okay po. So we started our topics for the final exam with comparing alternatives, which is, I guess, anong chapter there? Chapter 6, that's 240. Okay. Let's try to answer the following problems. Let's say we'll be having 3 problems for comparing alternatives that we will be discussing today. So let's try this one. Okay po? So 4 mutually exclusive alternatives are being evaluated and their costs and revenues are itemized below. If the MARR is 15% per year and the analysis period is 12 years, use the PW or the present worth method to determine which alternatives are economically acceptable and which one should be selected. Letter B, if the total capital investment budget available is $200,000, which alternative should be selected? And which for C, which rule applies? Okay lang yun. So if this is your question, how do we solve for this one? So gaya ng sabi natin, gaya po ng sabi natin, kailangan madraw muna natin yung ating cash flow diagram. Alin to? Okay. Can you see? Ano o malabo? Malaki. Malabo ba to? Yeah, okay na siguro to. Okay. So given this problem, you have 4 alternatives. Ano po? You have 4 alternatives. So what you will be doing is to solve for the present worth of each alternative. Then you select which among the alternative is best. If we are referring to revenue, you should be able to take the most positive. When I say most positive, yung pinakamataas. And when we're talking about cost, it is the least cost, the least negative, meaning 1 nearest to 0. So in that case, you have to draw the cash flow diagram for each of the option. Let's say you have here your option 1. And you have 12 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basta 12, kunwari 12 years yan. Ano po? Labis na ata yan eh. And then you have your N is equal to 12. I is equal to 15%. Okay po. And your capital investment is 100,000. And then you have the annual revenue minus the expenses, which is 15,200. And then you have a market value or useful life, which is 10,000. So you are asked to determine the present worth. So for present worth of A or option A, that is, again, kung siya nasa present na, you'll be able to determine which are to be multiplied with the several factors. So in that case, this will be negative 100,000. And then plus, you have 15,200. And since the 15,200 is on the annual basis, you have to bring that to present. So in that case, that would become 1 minus 1 plus 0.15 over 0.15 raised to negative 12 plus 10,000, 1 plus 0.15 raised to negative 12. So that will be the value of the present worth of option A. Ano po sagot kaya dyan? Yes, Miss Rosero?
Negative 15,737.52 po.
Thank you very much. Now we do for the option 2. Let's say 12 po yan. N is equal to 12. I is equal to 15%. You have your capital investment of 152,000. And your annual revenue less expenses is 31,000. 31,900. And then no market value. So in that case, it would be easier to compute for the present worth of option B, which is negative 152 plus 31,900, 1 minus 1 plus 0.15 raised to negative 12 over 0.15. Yan. Ilan po yan?
20,917.75 po.
20,917.25. Tama ba yan?
0.75 po.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Now for option 2. Option 3. Your capital investment is 184,000. And your annual revenue less expenses is 35,900. And your salvage value is 15,000. So in that case, to get the present worth of C, that would become negative 184,000 plus 35,900 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.15 raised to negative 12 all over 0.15 plus 15,000 is 1 plus 0.15 raised to negative 12. Ano po sagot natin dyan?
13,403.83 po.
13,403.83. Point ano po?
83 po.
83. Okay. So yun po yung ating magiging sagot. Upon checking this present worth for each of the option, makikita po natin na ang pipiliin natin, ano po pipiliin natin?
Option 2 po.
Option 2. Ano po? Ito ang ating pipiliin, option 2. Okay? So kita po yan ng lahat. Now, let's say for example, you are asked to determine the annual worth naman. Ano? Annual worth. Kung kayo nahihirapan at sa palagay nyo kukulangan kayo sa oras to get the annual worth, ito na po ang idiretso yung annual worth. Pwede naman yan, ang idiretso nyo. If you believe na tama yung solution nyo at yung sagot nyo para sa present worth. Kasi kung mali naman pala yung inyong kino-convert sa annual worth, automatic dalawa na agad mali ang ginawa ninyo. Ano po? Ang sinasabi ko lang po, kapag tayo ay sigurado na ang sagot ng ating present worth ay ito na at ito'y tama, pwede nang ito nang indiretso natin to compute for the annual worth. Pwede nang hindi siya step by step. Ano po? Kasi you have done that already in the previous method. Okay po? So kung ito ay kunin mo annual worth ng A, that would become negative 15,737.52 times 0.15 all over 1 minus 1 plus 0.15 raised to negative 12. Copy po? Automatic yan ang equivalent annual worth niya. Kahit hindi mo na isa-isa. Yes, Mr. Rosero.
Sir, may option 4 pa po.
Oo nga pala. Sorry naman. Bakit? Option 4 ba ang tama? Check natin. I forgot. Okay, option 4. Hmm. $220. $41. Ilan po yan? Ano bang sagot natin dyan?
$8,693.83 po.
8,393.83.
8,693 po.
Thank you. So tama pa rin. Tama pa rin po na ang ating pipiliin ay option B. Ano po? Or option 2. Because of a higher present worth amounting to 20,917.75. Okay po. If you have questions, you can raise naman po. Ano po? Ngayon, kung ang pinapaharap naman sa atin ay ROR, what we will be doing is to get the net annual profit for each option. Then we try, as well as the capital investment, then we try to determine which among the option would be best based on ROR. So in that case po, makikita natin na ang ROR at saka ang PWF minsan ay magkaiba at minsan ay parehas. Hindi po laging parehas siya ang pipiliin natin. So para na makuha rin yung ROR, again, gagawin natin yung capital yung net annual profit nung una minus nung net annual profit nung padalawa all over capital investment nung una minus capital investment nung padalawa. Oh. Ha? Ako?
Di ba ako nag-yes, sabi, you ask him, pinakita ang pangalan mo. Isa yung tipo ba yun ngayon?
Dati.
Dati, oo, yun daw. Sabi, pupunta daw tayo sa SM at mag-dinner. Sabi ko yung yes.
Pauwi na ba sila?
Ano? Hindi. Hindi pa kasi ako.
What I mean, pauwi na sila ng China ngayon. Siguro some other time. O bukas o sa Friday. Friday siguro. Friday or Thursday. Okay, okay. Yes. Thank you po.
You're busy. We're busy today.
Because of preparing for the opening of classes.
And then, yun na lang din sasabihin ko sa order.
Okay pa.
Para i-meet up na lang. Sa Pontifino pala sila ng
Tira?
Oo, sabi ng coordinator, umpisa pa daw nang dumating dyan. Sabi ko, kung alam ko lang kayo nandito yan. Akala ko kasi galing silang Manila.
Hindi, galing silang China talaga.
Oo, kasi supposedly kami mag-e-exam. Nagsabi na sa akin, nasa China.
Yun yung nagbigay sa akin ng jade pendant. Yung na-receive ko para na akong emperor. Chinese emperor. Yung mga Chinese drama.
Tapos naman nagsasabi ng mag-dinner. We will wait for your coordinator. Sabihin ko na since hindi pa naman sila aalis, ay basta bago sila umalis.
Sige po, madam. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay po, just like what I'm trying to say a while ago, if in case you will be asked to determine the ROR of this problem, what you will be doing is to get the net annual the net annual profit of each option, then divide it by the capital investment. So mangyayari po doon, ROR is equal to net annual profit of option 1 minus net annual profit of option 2 all over capital investment of option 1 then minus capital investment of option 2. Now the computed ROR will be compared to MARR. If in case the computed ROR is greater than the MARR, then you choose the option with higher investment. Okay po? If in case the computed ROR is higher than the MARR, then you choose the option with the higher investment. Otherwise, yung isa naman po ang ating pipiliin. Kung mas mababa ang computed ROR kaysa sa MARR. Yun po ay applicable kung meron lang tayong dalawang option. Ngayon, kung meron tayong madaming option. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin, ROR A to B, then ROR A to C, then ROR A to D. Okay po? Malinaw yan? Ngayon po, makikita natin dito na ito ay A, dito ay C, dito ay D. Halimbawa. Ngayon po, automatic, hindi na si A. Kasi na-try niya lahat si A. Yan na, lobat nga ni. So malamang baka hindi si A. Ngayon, pupunta ako kay C at D. C, ROR, C to D. Sila naman ang pagkukumparahin ko. Bakit hindi si A? Kasi na-try ko na siya sa lahat ng options. Hindi siya naging consistent. Ano po? So maaari ito naman ay halimbawa ito ay B. Tapos Sorry. Ito ay D. Ano to? Wait. Yan. Halimbawa, B, C, D, hindi talaga si A. Ano po? So, gagawin po natin dyan, ikukumpara na natin si B to C, B to C, B to D. Tapos dito ay halimbawa ay ito ay B, ito ay D pa rin. Therefore, ang tamang sagot ay D. Okay po? Kasi dito nasatisfy na niya na siya ay si B dapat. Ngayon, pinagkukumpara mo na si B at sa D, at D ang lumabas, edi ito na ang tamang sagot. Naguluhan po ba kayo doon o hindi? Nagkataon po na kinumpara natin yung tatlong ROR. At ang lumabas, halimbawa, when you compare A to B, it's B, A to C, it's C, and A to D, it's D. Ngayon, pagkukumparahin ko to, at saka ito. Nung pinagkumpara ko po siya, itong dalawa, ang lumabas po ay si B. Nung pinagkumpara ko po itong dalawa, ang lumabas ay si D. Ngayon, ang final answer ko na ay si D. Kasi po, panalo na si B dito sa B to C. At nung si B ang kinumpara mo kay D, ang lumabas ay D talaga. Ngayon, kung D, ang lumabas dito ay si C, at dito ay si D, ngayon, saka kang susunod ng C to D. Ano po? So, sana nagigits niyo po yan. Let's have another example. Another problem. Okay, let's try 6K. Two proposals have been offered for streamlining the business operations of a customer call center. Proposal A has an investment cost of $30,000 and expected life of 5 years. Property taxes of $450 per year and no market value. Annual expenses are estimated to be $6,000. Proposal B has an investment of cost of $38,000, an expected life of 4 years, property taxes of $600 per year, and no market value. Its annual operating expenses are expected to be $4,000. Using MARR equal to 10% per year, which proposal should be recommended? Use annual worth method and state your assumptions. Actually, even without assumptions, okay, masasagutan natin ito. At kahit wala yung annual worth, excuse me po, kahit hindi sinabi yung annual worth, dapat ma-realize natin na ang pwede natin gamitin ay annual worth or ROR lamang. Bakit? Kasi po, mapapansin natin dyan sa problem, magkaiba ang kanilang useful life or expected life. Yung unang option is 5 years and the other one is 4 years. So more likely, hindi pwede ang present worth at hindi rin pwede ang future worth. Because when you compare alternatives, those methods are only applicable when the options have equal life. Ano po? Equal life. Pero dahil ito hindi equal, either annual worth or ROR ang ating pwedeng gamitin. Now, to solve for the ROR, dito. Okay. So, proposal 1, you have here 5 years. Ano pa sagot natin dyan?
Negative 1463.92 po.
Negative 143.
0.92 po.
Thank you very much.
1463 po pala. Negative 1463.
Thank you very much, Miss Lanting. 1463. Sino po na? Yes, Miss Lanting?
Sir, clarify ko lang po sana. Yung sa sample po kasi ng PowerPoint po natin, kinuha po yung depreciation cost. Ask ko lang po sana if kailan po ulit siya kukunin pag po sa gantong annual worth.
Yan yung sinasabi natin na kinukuha natin yung depreciation kasi ang ginagawa natin doon, kinukuha natin kung magkano yung nababawas na value kada taon sa isang asset. Ngayon, dahil nga ang ginagamit natin ay sinking fund method at ang formula niya ay halos annual worth din, kinukuha natin siya kapag ang method natin ay iniisa-isa natin yung given. Wait. Ito po. Kung mapapansin nyo po, inisa-isa kasi natin dito yung given. Ngayon, ano ang equivalent annual worth ng cost? At ang equivalent annual worth ng cost ay depreciation. Anong equivalent annual worth ng operating cost? Kung ano yung value iyon. Ang ano po dyan ay yung interest on capital. Ngayon, kaya po nagpresent ako ng dalawang solution dyan kasi talagang mahirap intindihin kung kailan mo dapat kunin ang depreciation at ang interest on capital. The very reason why nag-suggest ako ng isang solution which is this one. Ngayon, kung ginagamit niyo po itong solution na tinuturo ko sa inyo sa Google Meet, wala po kayong iintinding depreciation kasi I am requiring you to draw the cash flow diagram. And the cash flow diagram doesn't require the depreciation to be included. Ano po? Wala po kayong iintindin. Napaka-direct po ng solution ating tinuturo ngayon dito ha. Napaka-direct po nito. Gagamitin nyo na lamang. Wala kayong ibang iisipin na interest on capital or depreciation. But again, hindi ko nare-require na ito ang gamitin natin. If you're used to and you're convenient on using the solution presented in the PowerPoint, itong nasa screen natin, wala pong problema. I'm just trying to give you options in which you believe maging komportable sa inyo. Ano po? I hope nasagot ko po, Engineer Lanting. Thank you very much.
Thank you po, sir.
Okay, proceed po tayo dito sa ating sample. So that would become a 0.10 over 1 minus 1 plus 0.10 negative 5 plus 4,000 ba yun? Plus 600. Ilan po yan?
Sir, negative 4 po at
Negative?
4. I mean yung sa N po.
Okay. Yes, mali pala ako kanina. I-positive na natin to lahat. Tama pa rin ba yung sagot? Tama pa rin ba yung annual worth ng A? Kasi naka-negative yung una, tapos naka-positive yung dalawa, ay pareho naman sila pababa. Dapat i-positive na lang natin lahat since we're referring to the cost. Kung ano na lang yung pinakamababa, yun na lang ating piliin. Kung gusto niyo ng ganyan, pwede naman po lagyan na lang natin ng parenthesis yung kanyang sagot kung negative. Because indicating parenthesis only means negative yung value natin. Parang ganito siya. Tama pa rin po ba itong sagot sa annual worth ng A? Okay. Thank you very much. How about sa B po? Yung annual worth ng B. Ano pong annual worth ng B?
Sir, yung sabi po ay 16,587.89. Then yung sa A po, sir, dapat po ay 14,000.
Sorry. 14,000.
For 363.92 po.
Ito pong isa.
Yung B po ay 16,587.89.
Okay, in that case, we select ano po? Kasi mas mababa yung value niya kumpara sa B. Kasi ang pinag-uusapan natin ay ang pinag-uusapan po natin ay cost. Okay po? Malinaw po ba tayo doon? Sige po, another example. Okay. Ito pa rin. Mali. Sorry. Okay. Last example. The consolidated oil company must install anti-pollution equipment in a new refinery to meet federal clean air standards. 4 design alternatives are being considered, which will have a capital investment and annual operating expenses as shown below. And assuming a useful life of 8 years for each design, no market value, desired MARR is 10% per year. Determine which design should be selected on the basis of the present worth method. Confirm your selection by using FW and AW methods. So in that case po, makakompute naman natin yung kanya present worth. Ano pa sagot natin dyan?
$4,761,242.43 po.
4 million.
761,242.43 po.
Thank you very much. Now for D2, ito po kaya.
Sir, ay 4,643,826.27 po.
Yan po kaya.
4,601,000.51 po. 003.51 po.
Thank you. Then we compute for the present worth of the last option, which is D4. Pero pwede. Hindi ko pa ba? Anong way pa niyo dito? Klase ako. Ano na po? Ano pong ating sagot sa D?
Sir, 4,662,000. 247.61. 247.61 po.
So in that case, by comparing the four present worth of the alternatives, we will be choosing option C or option D3. Tama. We select D3 because it has a lower value to the other three options. 4.76, 4.64, 4.60, and then 4.66. So more likely we'll be dealing with proposing D3. Okay po, malinaw po tayo dyan. Actually, ito po ay madali pa kasi ito naman po ay evaluate single project. Po doon sa sunod natin, which is Chapter 10. Wag. Kaya tayo nang iyak. Intindi mo din. Sabi ng inay, Sige po, itry po na itong 10-26, sample problem 10-26. The City Council of Morristown is considering purchase of one truck. Those are truck X and truck Y. The appropriate financial data are as follows. You have your truck X and Y with its corresponding data on capital investment, maintenance cost per year, useful life, and reduction in damage per year. So in that case, the purchase is to be financed by money borrowed at 12% per year. Use this information to answer for the problems. So you will be asked in 10-626, what is the conventional benefit to cost ratio for truck X? So, ano po dapat ang gawin natin? Ano po dapat ang ating gawin? Guys, ano dapat ang ating gawin? So, punta tayo sa truck X. Ano po? Antok nga ni... Ako nga, and what more itong mga... Ay, hindi ko sila masisi. Hallelujah. Bahala na nga laang sa exam kung paano mangyayari. Ha? Icebreaker? Sino mo gusto mag-icebreaker? Ala pa, hoy. Hindi kaya. Dahil ko in-interview, 11 eh. O dahil si Majan, di mo po. Nasa ano ka ga? Madami dong may potential. Madami dong may potential. Meron din dong problematic. Sabihin mo naman sa kanya yung magtapos na kasi. Magtapos na nga ni... Okay po. Given this problem, anong nga daw? Given this problem, I hope you can still see the lecture at the question. So 10-26, what is the conventional benefit to cost ratio for truck X? Now for truck X, you have to determine the benefits. Ano po? Benefit. So the benefits is the reduction in fire damage per year, in which case this is $20,000. Now, what's the cost? The cost is $50,000. Okay po. And then, what is the annual cost? Annual maintenance. That is 6,000. Ngayon po, hindi sinabi dito kung anong method. And the easiest way po and the best way is maging consistent lang siya sa method doon. Ngayon po, kung tatanungin, dahil ganda naman sa atin yung bits na in terms of per year, ang kukunin na lang natin is yung cost na per year. Ano po? At ang gagawin po natin, kukunin natin yung annual cost. Annual total cost. So in that case, that would be $50,000 times 0.12 over 1 minus 1 plus 0.12 raised to negative 6. Of course, plus 6,000. Ilan po yan?
Sir, 10,700.93.
10,000.
701.93.
701.23. Okay po. How do we get benefit to cost ratio? That is the benefit which is 20,000. Sure po kayo, tama po ito.
Sir, ang sagot po dun sa total annual cost ay 18,160.49.
Ayun. Sabi ng ina. Ano po yun?
18,101.9 po.
Let's try. So that, yun na. That will become 20,000 all over, which is the benefit over the cost, which total annual cost, which is 18,161.29. Ilan po yan?
1.10 po yung letter.
So in that case, we choose letter D. Okay po. Kanina po tayo dyan. So ang follow-up question, which I purchased, di isa-isahin po natin yan. You get to sige, try na natin. Annual cost. Total annual cost for track Y. This is galing po yung total capital investment. Siyang annuity. Ano po? That's 64,000 times 0.12 all over 1 minus 1 plus 0.12. This is negative 6 plus 5,000. Ilan po yan? I'm too bloated.
20,566.35 po.
Ilan po yan?
$1.07 po.
Okay, 1.07. So, ginagawa po natin dyan ay pwedeng yun din na. Pero to further do that, kung matatandaan natin yung ating lecture sa cost-benefit analysis, that is benefit of 1 minus benefit of 2 over cost of 1 minus cost of 2. Let's try that example if it still applicable. So in that case, that would be BC ratio of A. That is 20,000 minus 22,000 all over 18,161.29 minus 20,000, 566.45. How many is this?
$0.83 po.
0.83. 0.83 ito. Pag pinagbaliktad ko naman siya, ganun pa rin siya. So in that case, kung meron tayong benefit to cost ratio ng dalawang alternative at below 1 pa rin siya, we'll have to get the benefit cost ratio of individual alternatives. And by comparing them, the one with the higher value will be selected. In which case is yung track X. Kasi mas mataas po ang benefit to cost ratio na 1 kesa sa 1.07. Ano po? Copy po yan, copy. Further clarification po tayo. Ano po ay sabihin niyan pag ginawa natin yan? Nagkaroon tayo ng track X and Y. Ang ibig sabihin po niyan, pipiliin mo si D. Kasi 1.10 siya. Pero nung pinag-compare mo po yung pipiliin mo po si X la. Kasi nag-1.10 siya. Pero pag pinili mo si X, pag pinag-compare mo si X and Y, yung proseso ng nakalagay sa ating lecture na pinagmamayan natin yon at ang naging resulta ay 0.83. Ano pong ibig sabihin nun? Ang ibig sabihin po, yung additional investment na 14,000, imagine nyo po, from 50,000 yung capital investment naging 64,000. Ibig sabihin po, yung additional investment of 14,000 does not justify the benefits after the project, because it will only result to 2,400 ilan yan? Basta 18,000 minus 20,000 pa. Basta yun, yung 2,400 something, 2,404 or 2,405. Sabihin po, yung 14,000 increment doon sa capital investment is not justifiable by just a 2,405 increase in the benefits. Ano po? So I hope it's clear. Can we still try other example? Ano yun? Para saan ba yan? Mahaba yan? Ay, naku, parang hindi kayo mamaya. Bukas na. Sige. A state government is considering, let's try 10-28. A state government is considering construction of a flood control dike having a lifespan of 15 years. History indicates that a flood occurs every 5 years. Kung mapapansin niyo po dito kung mapapansin po natin when we're dealing with cost-benefit ratio, the benefit is usually not monetary. Ano po? The benefit is usually not monetary. Instead, it's in terms of structure that can make the people. So more likely, it's somehow a different a value pertaining to safe, health, and anything. Kasi these are more of like a government projects. Okay po? So again, 10-28, the government, as a state government, is considering construction of a flood control. Sabi nga ni Marcos, control like having a lifespan of 15 years. It indicates that flood occurs every 5 years and causes 600,000 in damages on average. So if the state uses MARR of 12% per year and expects public works to have a benefit cost ratio of at least 1, what is the maximum investment that will be allowed for each dike? Assume that the flood controls in the middle of each 5-year period. So ang gagawin po natin is paano ba to? Hmm. That's right. Ito ba yun? Hindi pala ito. Okay. So, how do we solve for this? Hmm. Aha, gets na. Annual worth of benefits is equal to annual worth of cost. Tama. Benefit over cost is equal to 1. So in that case, i-consider natin to na ito yung benefits, yun din ay cost. So that is annual worth of benefits is equal to 600,000 times 0.12 all over 1 minus 1 plus 0.12 raised to wait lang ah. Ah, five, 10, 15 years. Ang flood daw ay mangyayari dito. 2.5, 7.5, 12.5. Tama nga. Ayun, middle of each 5 years. In that case, magkakaroon tayo ng wait lang guys. Okay, let's try. Ilan po ito?
Sir, 535,714 po. 0.29.
Mali pala. Sorry. Okay. Dali natin siya sa future pala. Sorry. Wait, nga lang. Nasa 90. Kala. Mm-hmm. 600,000. 600,000. Aha. Umaya natin lagay itong cash flow diagram. Ilan po ito?
Sir, 796,519.31 po.
Ayan.
519.31.
Ito po.
Sir, 125,389. Point 34 po. 34 po.
Ilan po yan?
Sir, 54 and 0.8.
800.
54 009.80 po.
So kung ganyan po ang ating sagot, more likely ang pinakapipiliin po natin ay letter C, pinakamalapit. Kasi sinabi niya kung ano ang, kung wala sa option ay kung anong letter, wala pong sinabi. Kaya pipiliin po natin dun ay letter C, which is 800, 43,000. Ano pong ginawa natin? Ang ginawa po natin ay consider natin yung ating 600,000 na present worth up to 2.5 years. Yun po yung frequency na nangyari yung ating baha. And afterwards, dahil nasa future na siya, ang ginawa natin, how yung frequency ng pagbaha, kung bibilangin natin, ay 5 beses. From 2.5 to 5 to 7.5 to 10 to 10 to 12.5 to 15. 5 times po siya. Ano po? So, yun po ang gagawin natin ay kukunin natin yung annual worth ng bawat isang yun. Every time na nagkakaroon ng every 2.5 years. Ngayon, nakuha natin yung annual worth kada panahon na may magkakaroon tayo ng baha. Ngayon, ang kukunin po natin after nyan is yung present worth naman niya para malaki ang ating dapat i-invest, yun po yung present. Kaya ang ginawa natin, pagkakuha ng future, kinuha yung annual po, ibig sabihin nun ay kada taon. Ibig sabihin ay every 2.5 years. Okay po? Then afterwards, kinuha natin yung present worth niya at yung present worth niya, yun na po yung every year na for the span of 15 years. Okay po? Any more questions? Clarifications? Objections? Reactions? Recommendations? Yes. Wala na? Can we proceed to other example? Okay, sige. Next is event. (11-17). So, two traffic signal systems are being considered for an intersection. One system costs $32,000 for installation and has an accuracy rating of 6%, requires 28 per output, incurs a use of $0.24 vehicle and a life of 10 years. A second system costs $45,000 to install and has an efficiency of rating of 90%, requires 4 kilowatt-hour power output, has a user cost of $0.2 per vehicle, and has a life of 15 years. Annual maintenance costs are $75 and $100 respectively. MARR is equal to 10% per year. How many vehicles must use the intersection to justify the second system when the electricity costs $0.06 0.08 kilowatt per hour. Ito rin po ay parang break-even ha. Sinasabi po dyan, ano po dapat ang bilang ng vehicle para yung atin po ay yung ating ano nga tayo? Para masabi natin na yung second system ay mas magagamit natin. Okay. Paano natin, ano yung number of vehicles para ma-justify natin na tama yung ating second system? Ibig sabihin, ang goal natin is yung second system natin ay malaman natin gaano kadami para mag-break even. Ano po? Doon sa second system. Sige po. Ano pong gagawin natin? Sisira lang po ako ha. Yan. Kasi ng ano. Okay po. So, gagawin po natin is to compute for the annual worth of each of the option. Okay po. Lobat na nga ni. Wala na akong charger. Mukhang mauutas na ito maya-maya. Thank you, Lord. Okay. So, po natin is to determine the annual worth of each system, System 1 and System 2. So, ang gagawin po natin is okay. So, 10 years po. Huwag na natin i-drawing. Wait lang. Huwag na natin i-drawing. Ang gawin po natin ay annual worth ng System 1. This is 30,000. Tama ba yun? Ilan po yan?
$520,785.26 po.
$520,000.
785.26 po.
Sure po yan. Negative po yung 10. Parang laki. Ayun.
Sana sir, wait lang po. Sorry po.
Okay lang yan.
5,207.85 lang po.
5,200.
7.85.
7.85. Tama po yan. Kasi from present, pag dinala mo siya sa annual, dapat sa paliit ang value. Kaya kahit minsan, kahit di natin alam kung tama ang sagot, nalalaman agad natin na mali siya dahil pag in-analyze natin kung saan mo siya pinapadala, dapat palaki siya at kung ganito mo siya dadalhin, dapat paliit siya. Ngayon, kung hindi, makikita po agad natin ang sagot. Ano po? Yun sana yung magawa natin lagi pag tayo ay nagsasolve ng problems related to this. Una pa lang, mali ito. Ulit-ulitin ko siya. Ano po? And that's good. Okay po? Ang sunod natin, ito po yung annual cost ng System 1. Pagbili pa lamang po ito. Pero pag i-maintain natin yung System 1, meron po tayong annual maintenance na magkano nga po? Kalagay dyan. Ngayon, 75. Thank you very much. $75. Okay. And then afterwards, may operating cost na po tayo. Ano ba yung chat ng chat? Salat na. Salat na. Okay. Sa kanya nga pala nag-re-enroll. Okay po. Sa operating cost po natin, ay nagulat ako manggagaling po siya sa output. Ito po, during operation. Meron tayong 28. Nagulat ako si Ma'am Ellen. Nag-chat sa akin, may performance testing daw. Ha? Oo nga pala, yung mga estudyante pala namin sa kanya nag-enroll. Kaya siya nagmamanage ng thesis. Gulat ko eh. 28 kilowatt. And then, meron tayong $0.08 per kilowatt hour. Tandaan po ninyo ha, gaya po lagi kong sinasabi, wala po itong formula. I-analyze lang po natin ang unit. So kung ito ay may kilowatt, dapat makancel din yung hour at matira lang ay dollars. So dahil meron tayong hour, meron tayong again, ang goal po natin, ito ay annual. Annual operating cost. Ha? Ito ay sorry. Ay, mali. Naalala ko naman ito. Aha. And then, i-multiply natin siya ng year. Search ko lang. How many hours per year? Excuse me po. 8,760 hours per year. Ano sabihin yan? Ang assumption po natin dyan, that the system is operating non-stop. Ano po? Continuous. So this will become, ano po sagot natin dyan? Cancel na yung hours ngayon. Year na lang. Dollars per year na lamang po ito.
Sir, 19,622.
19,600?
22.4 po.
Sorry. Meron pa pala yun. Divide po natin to sa 0.78. Mali pala to. Sorry po. Ilan po yan?
Sir, 25,156.93 po.
Yeah. So that is on the case of System 1. Ano po? For us to get the total cost or annual cost of System 1, that is 5,207.85 plus 75 plus 25,156.93. This will be equal to ilan po yan?
30,439.78. 78 po.
Thank you very much po. Then afterwards, we proceed to the annual cost, annual of system 2, annual worth of system 2. Annual worth po ng kanyang bibilhin is second is 45,000. Ilan po yan?
Sir, 7,323.
7,000.
323. 54 po.
54. Oh, sorry po. My bad. Ayun pala, 15 years pala yun. Sorry.
Sir, 5,916.
5,916.32
32 po.
Okay, thank you very much. Then we have annual maintenance. $100. Then annual operating cost. So that is 34. Kilowatt hour multiplied by 0.08 dollars per kilowatt hour times 8,760 hours per year. Mali na naman, over 90%.
Sir, 26,474.
26,000.
474.67 po.
Thank you very much. Then after this, we have to compute for what do we need to compute? Wait lang ha. Ayun. So, one system costs 32,000 for installation and has an efficiency rating of 78%, requires 28 kilowatt power output incurs a user cost of $0.24 per vehicle and 0.22. So, ang gagawin po natin, ang goal po kasi natin is i-justify natin. Tandaan po natin, ang tanong ay, how many vehicles must use the intersection to justify the second system when electricity costs 0.08? So, i-justify po natin. Pag tayo ay nag-shift doon sa second option, magkakaroon po ba tayo ng savings? O kung magkakaroon tayo ng saving, at kung para magkaroon tayo ng saving, gaano kadami dapat ang dumaan sa kanya? Uulitin ko po. So, tinatanong po sa problem, kung tayo ay magta-transition from System 1 to System 2, at ang magiging System 1 has 0.24 savings, at ang System 2 ay may 0.22 System 1 is may 0.22 cost per vehicle, at ang System 2 ay may yung una ay 0.24, yung padalawa ay 0.22 cost per vehicle. Ngayon, gaano kadami ang dapat na dumaan dyan para ma-justify natin na mas feasible at economical yung System 2. So what we will be doing is to determine the cost per vehicle. For System 1, that is 0.24 per vehicle po yan ha. For System 2, that is 0.22. So ngayon, para mas makuha natin kung ano ba dapat ang magiging savings niya, ang magiging savings niya pag nag-shift tayo o nag-transition tayo, papuntang System 2 would be 0.24 per vehicle minus 0.22 per vehicle. Para maging saving yan, i-multiply natin sa number of n, which is yung vehicle. In that case, makakancel natin yung vehicle na yan. Ano po? So, meron tayong 0.02n. Okay po? I hope you can still follow, ha? Okay. So, if that is the case, we have to get the annual cost of System 2. That would become 5,916.32 plus 100 plus yung nasolve natin kanina na 26,474.67 minus 0.02n should be equal to so dapat mag-i-equal. Pasolve nga po ako nito. Ito, kung ilan po ito.
$32,490.99 po. 490.99
Point?
po.
99. Okay, thank you very much. So, minus 0.02n. Kung mapapansin po natin, ito'y pareho lang. Ayan po. Hindi po natin binago yung equation ha. Dinadagan lang po natin ito. Kasi sabihin pwedeng i-cancel out anytime yung 0.02n. Oh, hallelujah. Okay po. So, sunod po natin gagawin dyan is para mag-break even siya, dapat po mag-equate siya sa una nating annual cost. At ang una nating annual cost ng ating System 1, umaga po, annual cost of System 1 will be equal to annual cost of System 2. In that case, annual cost ng System 1 is, ito po, yan, 3439. 0.78 should be equal to 32,490.99 minus 0.02n. Okay po. So, mangyayari po dyan is 0.02n is equal to 32,490.99 minus 439.78 all over 0.02 all over 0.02 and will be equal to, tapos sagot dyan, what's our answer po?
Sir, 102,560.5 po.
102,000?
560.
60?
Apo, 0.5.
0.5 vehicles. Vehicles per year. Kasi ito yung per year siya. Ito ay savings per year ito eh. How many vehicles was used to intersect the second system? Yeah. Ngayon kung gusto natin kunin yung vehicles per day, on the average, there should be, ilan po yan?
$280.99
200?
po. 80.
80.99
po. 99 po.
Or, hindi naman pwedeng 0.99 vehicle lang, kaya 281 vehicles per day. Yan po yung sagot natin. Okay po. Any more clarification questions? Do you think you're ready for the exam? Hindi pa rin? Sige. Siguro, kaya niyo pa ba? Or bukas ng umaga? Or anong gusto niyo? Pagod na kayo? What do you think?
Sir, kaya pa naman po ata.
Sige. Sabi niyo yan. Doon po tayo sa EMV, expected monetary value. Tapos ang last ay decision admitting uncertainty by tabular, by conservative, optimistic, and minimax regret.